Halo Infinite being delayed to the fall of next year, it's been a rough holiday season as far as video game releases go. And to be completely honest with you guys, I wasn't even going to buy Black Ops Cold War. And that's really saying something because Black Ops 1 is one of my favorite shooters of all time and definitely my favorite Call of Duty of all time. And Cold War is a direct sequel to that game. So it had everything in the makings to be a great game for me personally because that's my favorite period that Call of Duty has visited and I feel like they haven't really touched on it enough. However, with Halo Infinite originally slated for the holiday season of 2020, I wasn't going to touch Cold War because obviously on the hierarchy of video games, Halo comes above COD. Halo is my favorite franchise, period, and anything, not just games. But with the delay of Halo Infinite, I picked up Cold War because I've been really itching to play a new multiplayer game and to grind for new customization things and grind for new unlocks in a game. And that's something I'm really excited for in Halo Infinite from everything we've seen from the customization options so far from 343. So what the hell is this video about, Patman? Well, it's gonna be what Halo Infinite can learn from Black Ops Cold War. And no, I'm not talking about the obvious problems that Cold War has. The game is a mess, from breaking people's consoles to just the endless list of bugs that are present in Black Ops Cold War still to this day, well after launch. It's ridiculous, honestly. So I'm sure I'm gonna get a lot of those kind of comments in the comments section before even watching the video. I'm sure I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this one because we're primarily a Halo channel, and for whatever reason, Halo fans don't like hearing about COD or enjoying other games. You can only like Halo to a certain part of the fan base, but contrary to common belief, I play a lot of different video games, and I enjoy a lot of them. Obviously, Halo's my number one.
But I digress.
This video is going to be talking about the things that Cold War does right. And honestly, some of these things Call of Duty's been doing right for a long time, and I would really like to see Halo improve and implement some of these things. So let me know what you guys think about some of the points I make in the video in the comments section down below. Without further ado, let's get started. The first thing I want to talk about is the intel menu in Cold War, and this really lets you dive deeper into the story of zombies after finding this kind of stuff in game. Now, we may actually get this sort of feature in Halo Infinite. If you guys recall from the gameplay trailer from 2020, there is a section of the menu when you press start that says database. Now that might be some more intel or to flesh out the story more from hidden collectibles scattered throughout Zeta Halo. Now I say this because I don't quite know what these two little icons are here. They could be collectibles and those could go to the database once you find these collectibles, further fleshing out the story and the lore of Halo, which we all know goes pretty damn deep. Now Cold War also features something called a music player, which highlights all the music found in game that you've experienced up to that point, including things like the Easter egg song in Zombies. If you haven't found the Easter egg song in Zombies, it won't be there, but once you do find it, it gets added to the music player and you could customize whether you want to hear the campaign, zombies, or multiplayer music, and you could also customize when you hear this music. So you could choose to just hear it in the menus, essentially letting the player choose what kind of menu music they want to hear, or you could choose to hear it in the game itself as well while you're playing. I think that's a really cool feature, and it is something I would be absolutely pumped to see in Halo Infinite, especially with the legacy of Halo having one of the best soundtracks in gaming. Now, this next topic is probably the most important one for me when it comes to Halo taking a page out of the Call of Duty book, and that's with the challenge system and also the camo unlock system. I always felt Halo paled in comparison to Call of Duty system, having challenges that you can grind for that reward a good amount of XP to incentivize players to play, but also giving cool rewards like animated nameplates when completing a set, something to show off that you've done some sort of challenge and that you've really grinded the game. I've always liked that about Call of Duty system. You could tell they put a lot of effort into the challenges and the camo system, you know, getting headshots in multiplayer or getting certain amounts of kills without dying with that weapon only. Now I get this will have to be tweaked for Halo because obviously you're not starting with whatever weapon you want, so you can't really focus on a certain weapon and you got to go buy pickups and things like that. But I still think the camo unlock system needs to be absolutely reworked in Halo Infinite, and they really need to reward players for using those weapons, and to have like a mastery camo after unlocking all the other camos to show off in game, I think would be really cool as well. Something like maybe bringing animated camos into Halo for the first time in the series. It's honestly always shocked me how much effort goes into the camo and the challenge system in Call of Duty games. These are games that are supposed to be replaced by a new one every single year, and Halo's just never really had something that compares to it, and Halo doesn't get released every year. Halo's supposed to last us a lot longer than a Call of Duty title, which Halo makes up for with other content. I'm not gonna lie, Halo blows Call of Duty out the water when it comes to other content. Custom games and Forge alone give you plenty of content, but I'm talking from just a unlock and personalization standpoint, and it seems like they're really kicking up their game with Halo Infinite. This is the kind of upgrades I would love to see for the series. Now, we do know there will be a season pass in Halo Infinite, but I don't think camos should be just tied to that. Maybe some of your cool camos could be tied to the higher end tiers of the season pass, but I think there should still be a way to unlock weapon camos in game through a set of challenges and not just unlocking it through the season pass as well. Now, the final point I want to make about Halo changing some of its ways is with Firefight. I would love to see a complete revamp of Firefight. Honestly, out of all the Horde modes that I've ever played, which I admit is limited to just Call of Duty Zombies, Horde mode from Gears of War, and Firefight, Firefight has to be my least favorite of the three. Now, that's not saying I don't like Firefight. I do enjoy it from time to time, but I just get really bored with it really quickly, and I think these things would help it. Now, ever since Black Ops 1 and the introduction of Easter eggs into the Call of Duty series, and I'm talking the mainline Easter eggs, not just little teeny Easter eggs that we see in Halo in any video game. I'm talking the mainline quests that are just commonly referred to as Easter eggs. That has been a game changer for me. To have the choice in either just getting to as high of a round as you possibly can in zombies and playing it normal, or doing some really cool steps hidden in the map to unlock extra story content and learn more about characters, I think that is a really cool way to go on ahead and get people invested into that mode. With zombies, you are invested with the characters, which I could totally see work for Halo. Think Spartan Ops, where we were actually invested in the story, but not really sold on the gameplay, and it was kind of boring. Like, if you're invested in characters and the gameplay is fun, which I'll get to in a little bit as far as the gameplay section, that is a winning formula. If you have good characters and great gameplay, that's the winning formula for something like Firefight. And another thing I think would be really cool is something that the Call of Duty community does. They all come together, the zombies community at least, when a new map is out to try to decipher this Easter egg and figure out the steps together. And it's a really cool collaborative effort between content creators, normal fans on streams, just chipping in and say, hey, try this. Maybe this will work. It brings people together, and I think that's a really cool way to interact. And I would love if Halo had something like that, because we've never had anything like that in Halo. Even something like Destiny's raids, where people had to come together to figure stuff out. I always thought that was so cool, and I'm waiting for Halo to have its moment. It doesn't necessarily have to copy Call of Duty, but just to take some of these ideas and put the own Halo spin on it is fine by me. Now, as for the gameplay, making that more fun, it's pretty simple because Horde has been doing this for a while now, and Call of Duty Zombies finally started doing it with this new iteration in Cold War, and that's a sense of player progression and strength, almost like an RPG where you feel your character getting stronger because of the upgrades that they allow you to do over time, whether it be in-game like Horde does, where you can buy new fortifications and upgrade those, or through character progression like Call of Duty does it, where you could upgrade these skills over time, give yourself better damage with your assault rifles, more attachments with your assault rifles, or the fact that they allow you to upgrade your perks so that the perks that they provide are more substantial. The stronger you get, the more time you invest into the mode. You know, something like Juggernog, where it usually gives you 50 health, well, when you upgrade it, it's a perma upgrade that allows you to have 100 extra health. Or Stamina Up, where it allows you to run faster, but if you upgrade it, well, one of the extra perks that you get added onto it is allows you to walk backwards quicker as well, which is really helpful when you're training zombies. Now, all those things lead to a more enjoyable experience for me personally to make Firefight a more desirable mode, in my opinion. Now, a lot of people just love Firefight the way it is, and that is fine. This is purely from my standpoint, guys. You guys probably could disagree with everything in this video, but I figured it would be a good discussion. So let me know in the comments section down below what you guys would like to see from other games implemented into Halo Infinite. I figured I would compare Call of Duty and Halo because they've borrowed from each other several times in the past. It happens all the time, and I would love to see Halo really improve with those areas that I mentioned. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hit that like button for me, help to support the channel. Let's get to 4,000 subs by the end of the year. It's going to be a tough one, but I'm really hoping we could get there, and I hope to catch you guys on either a previous video of mine or a future video of mine. Until that time comes, I'm your boy Patman, and I'm out.